I was a security guard at an amusement park, a very well-known one as well, but I'm not going to say the name of it so I won't have any lawsuits against me. But anyway, there was something horrifying that I came across that made news waves across the world. It was so bad to the point a lot of people ran out of the amusement park throwing up after what they saw, and it left me to quit my job there. It happened one night. We were only 2 hours away for closing. I was making sure everyone was following the rules and weren't doing anything they were not supposed to be doing. That was until I noticed a man walking with a child. It just looked it off. The kid kept on looking at me and crying, and the man kept on tugging on the kid's hands like he was trying to tell him to keep on moving. I slowly followed this guy with this kid, and I can hear the kid crying, telling him to let him go. I immediately started to run in their direction. I was calling out to the kid, but by the time he turned around and asked me for help, it got crowded all of a sudden, and I lost where the man and that child was going. I already knew that man was not the boy's father, and if he was, something was not right about the situation. Why was the boy crying for help? Why was he so afraid of that man? I began to put out a distress call to other security guards, telling them to be on guard for a man with a little boy, and I told them that the boy may be in danger. The other security guards understood, and they kept an eye out for the boy with the man. Eventually, we couldn't find him, and as the store was getting ready to close, that's when it happened. There was a loud scream. No, not just one scream. There was a lot of loud screaming. We immediately ran in the direction of where the screaming was coming from, and it was coming from the men's bathroom. There were a bunch of people crying and throwing up, being a witness to what they just saw. I pushed past the crowd and I got in the bathroom, and what I saw also made me want to throw up. It was that man who had that child. But that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was I looked at him and I looked at the child, or what was left of the child. Brace yourself for what I'm about to tell you. This man was eating the little boy. He was eating pieces of the little boy. He was eating his flesh and his entrails. It was so disgusting, I couldn't help it, and I threw up right in front of him. After I got done throwing up, I grabbed this sick son of a bitch, and I yanked him up and slapped handcuffs on him. I waited till the police arrived to take him off to jail. It turned out this man was not related to the boy. Apparently, this boy came with his mother, and the man happened to see the boy alone for a few seconds while the mother was in the bathroom, and the man took that child and he kidnapped him. Why he ate him, I don't know, but this was so fucked up and one of the most disturbing stories I've ever witnessed. I couldn't work there no more. I left. I am so traumatized about what I saw. Mentally, I don't think I ever recovered ever again.